Do you feel the vibes?
What's up, YouTube? It's Carolina Calvin. Come back to you with another video. My first video of 2017. And I was asked by one of my subscribers on Twitter, am I going to do most anticipated games of this year? Now, I was thinking about it, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And it won't be like some of the other videos I've done when I put the trailers in there. Because obviously some of those videos get flagged down for whatever reasons since those trailers are out there. But it's mainly going to be images. But I'm going to talk about in this video why I have these games, and I'm going to do just 5. I think there are probably some other games that you can say, well, yeah, that might be on my list, but I want to do 5. I think it makes it a little bit more difficult to pick games in your top 5s. You got 5. Difference between 5 and 6 could be very small. But some of these games may come out this year, until we hear otherwise. I'm gonna put it on the list since it's the beginning of the year, and the list could change depending on what else is what else could potentially be announced that's actually coming out this year that we know for sure. And for that, I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to have to leave off a game like God of War. We don't know when the hell that's coming out. And I'm going to have to leave off Last of Us 2. I seriously doubt that comes out this year. They're probably going to try to release that next year, around May, June. They try to get out a game every year around that time. But starting at number 5, I have Scalebound. A game that for Xbox One and PC. A game that got delayed from last year. They say it's coming out this year. I don't think they're going to move out of this year with this particular game. Still no, from what I looked up, still no release date on it. But I think it's a game that's going to come out this year. I think there's a high probability of it coming out this year. Scalebound kind of reminds me of like your Devil May Cry. It's supposed to have a 4-player co-op. They didn't really show gameplay of that, but that is definitely an added thing to you already got dragons. You got a character who has like dragon-like abilities. You can have like armor. It showed gameplay. The gameplay they showed wasn't the best in terms of just the way it was running, but I like the concept and the things that they're doing in this game. So I got Scalebound at number 5. At number 4, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild for the Nintendo Switch and the Wii U. Now, of course, I'm getting it on the Wii U because I don't know about the Switch. I don't think I'm getting the Switch. If you saw the video where I actually talked about the Switch, I still have huge question marks about Nintendo and just the support for their home console in terms of constantly getting out support. But Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, from the gameplay shown, out of all the games that's actually on this list, this is probably the game we've seen the most in terms of gameplay. E3, when they had the Direct, they showed a lot of gameplay. They allowed a lot of people to play it, so a lot of people got their hands on it. Just the end of last year, they showed gameplay on it. The game looks good, and it is kind of doing something new, at least for its franchise. Not nothing new in terms of gaming overall, but at least for its franchise, it's going really heavy RPG. You've been able to customize things. First hearing about it, I thought they were going to go with a different graphic style, but I have no problem with it. I do like Wind Waker. I think it's a fun game. So, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is at number 4. At number 3, Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, this is a Sony PlayStation 4 exclusive made by Guerrilla Games. Guerrilla Games, most of the games that you know about, Killzone. They did the Killzone Shadowfall. While it looked impressive, was ill received in terms of really pretty much every other aspect. So this is something they're doing that's new. But you can tell it's inspired a lot. Looking at the movements, you can see that's inspired a lot by the Uncharted series, by the newer Rise of the Tomb Raider series, newer Tomb Raider series. So I like the setting. I think that's what gets me more is you have mechs. It's like a post-apocalyptic society where they essentially went back to hunters and gatherers, but they're using future technology in a way that you got like bows and arrows, but it's like it is using future tech, and you add in dinosaur mechs. I mean, I like Transformers, so you throw that in. I think that's really what got me. When the gameplay showed the girl was fighting a big T-Rex like robot. Thought that was pretty cool. So definitely that at number Horizon Zero Dawn at number 3. At number 2, we just got some more information about this game, Mass Effect Andromeda, which comes out on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. This game will get a release date of March 21st. So I don't think it's gonna get pushed out. It's coming out that early. Maybe it could push back a month or two, but I don't see it getting pushed back. And this was a game last year. Hell, last couple of years they didn't really want to show anything. They showed like developer interviews, and when we did get gameplay, it was really short amount of gameplay. But really the end of last year, we really got some gameplay on Mass Effect Andromeda. Them talking about the story, them showing, just the graphics. The game looks fucking amazing. It's kind of taken from one of EA's other games, or one of EA Bioware's other games, Dragon Age Inquisition, going with more like an open-ended. You can go to different like areas, and it's more open-ended. Probably gonna have a bunch of side quests you can do and different things like that. And I like it. They made a bunch of changes to the skills. I'm a big Mass Effect fan, if you don't already know. They're making a bunch of changes to different skills, more flexibility with your skills, and they're changing. No more Paragon Renegade system. You can make the decision that you want. So Mass Effect Andromeda at number 2, and at number 1, you probably already guessed it, Red Dead Redemption 2. Now this is a game that, out of the games that I've really talked about on this list, has probably the highest chance of getting pushed into next year. And, that will completely mess up my list, but I still want to put it up here just because, if you play Red Dead Redemption back on 360, PS3, a lot of people consider that one of Rockstar's best games. You can call them the king of pretty much open world games. Red Dead Redemption was great. In a setting that most people would consider boring, they made an amazing game. Great narrative, great characters, combat, animations, graphics, even for its time, because it never came to PC. It was a 360 PS3 game. It was following the Red Dead games, which nobody really played. They didn't really play until Red Dead Redemption, and that fucking game is amazing. Came out with great DLC, The Undead Nightmare. It's fucking Rockstar. They usually come out with well-polished games. Even with GTA 5 Day 1, with its story and everything. Now, the online, which came out a month after, didn't run too well. But for the story, that's what most people really care about. For the story and the graphics, narratives, and all that, characters, voice acting, all that was excellent. And I expect great things from this game, so I had this at number 1. It was really tough between this and Mass Effect, being a big Mass Effect fan, but I had to pick Red Dead up there because it was one of my favorite games of last generation. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. What are some of your picks for, like, you can do how many ever game, top 5 or whatever, but let me know some of your picks of this year, your most anticipated games. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.